The real authentic.
First of all, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God. Today, I want to talk about evolution. Well, really, I want to talk about true evolution. True evolution ain't about changing your clothes, your circle, or your location. It's about changing your nature. It is the quiet, internal transformation that takes a person from their lowest habits, their most destructive thoughts, and their most limiting beliefs and reshapes them into something powerful, disciplined, and aligned. It ain't overnight, it ain't pretty, it ain't easy, but it's real. The worst version of yourself ain't just who you were at your lowest point. It's a mindset. It is the version of you that reacts instead of responding. The version that chooses comfort over growth, ego over truth, and temporary pleasure over long-term purpose. That version of you is driven by fear, insecurity, pride, and pain. It makes excuses, it blames others, it avoids responsibility. And most dangerously, it convinces you that this is who you are. But that ain't nothing but an illusion. True evolution begins the moment you question that identity. The moment you look in the mirror and say, hold on, this ain't my final form. That realization is spiritual. It is the awakening. It is the understanding that you are not fixed. You are fluid. You are not trapped. You are transforming. We got to understand that to evolve, we got to first become aware. Awareness is the light that exposes the darkness within you. It forces you to see your toxic patterns, your destructive cycles, and your self-sabotaging behaviors. This is uncomfortable. Most people run from this stage because it requires honesty without filters. Ain't no pretending, ain't no sugarcoat, just raw, uncut truth. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. The next step is accountability. Not blaming your past, your environment, or the people who hurt you. Yeah, those things shaped you, but they don't define you. Evolution demands ownership. It demands that you say, regardless of what happened to me, I'm responsible for who I became or for who I become. That shift is powerful. It takes you from being a victim of your life to the creator of it. Then comes discipline. Discipline is where most transformations die because discipline is not motivation. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. Discipline is spiritual. It remains when feelings disappear. It's waking up and doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's choosing growth over comfort, again and again and again, until it becomes your nature. You can't evolve while feeding the same habits that kept you stagnant. If your worst version was built on laziness, addiction, anger, or distraction, then your greatest version must be built on focus, consistency, patience, and self-control. It ain't no shortcuts. It ain't no hacks. You got to do the work, point blank. But here's the deeper truth. True evolution ain't just about removing the bad. It's about activating the good that already exists inside of you. You already got greatness inside of you. It's just buried under layers of trauma, doubt, fear, and conditioning. Evolution is the process of uncovering it. It is remembering who you were before the world told you who you had to be. It's reconnecting with your higher self, the version of you that is wise, calm, focused, and aligned with the Most High God. This is where the nature of evolution reveals itself. You ain't just a physical being changing habits. You are an energetic being shifting frequencies. Every thought you think, every action you take, every decision you make is either raising your vibration or lowering it. When you operate in anger, fear, negativity, and doubt, you stay in that low state. But when you move with intention, gratitude, and purpose, you elevate. As within, so without. That's a real saying. Your external life will always reflect your internal state. If your mind is chaotic, your life will be chaotic. If your mind is disciplined, your life will become structured. Evolution ain't about chasing a new life. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts that life. And understand this, evolution requires sacrifice. You're gonna lose people. You're gonna outgrow environments. You're gonna have to let go of habits that once felt like home. This can feel lonely. It can feel confusing, but it is necessary. You can't carry your old self into your new life. Something gotta die for something greater to be born. Yeah, this is being born again. That death ain't physical. It is a psychological and spiritual death. You are shedding old identities. You are releasing illusions. You are breaking chains that were never meant to hold you forever. And in that process, you are becoming. The greatest version of yourself ain't perfect. It ain't flawless. It is aware. It is intentional. It is evolving. It understands that growth is a lifelong process, not a destination. It don't fear failure. It learns from it. It don't avoid pain. It transforms through the pain. This version of you moves differently, thinks differently, lives differently. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger, wiser, and more aligned. True evolution is a daily decision. It's choosing to think better when negative thoughts arise. It's choosing to act with integrity when temptation appears. It's choosing to stay focused when distractions call your name. Over time, these small choices compound into massive transformation. And one day, you'll look back at your old self and barely recognize that person. Not with shame, but with understanding. Because that version of you was necessary. That was the raw material. That was the starting point. Without that version, there would be no evolution, no growth, no transformation. So don't hate who you were. You honor it, yeah, but you don't gotta stay there. True evolution is the journey from unconscious living to intentional, conscious existence. From chaos to clarity, from survival to purpose, from your lowest self to your highest self. And the truth is, you are already on that path. The only question is, will you keep evolving? Ask yourself, will you keep evolving? Evolve, brother. Evolve, sister. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God.
The real authentic.